What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit. I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. So I just seen a long interview of Bob Arum on Cigar Talk with this guy named Najee. He gets a lot of boxers on there. And he promotes the sport of boxing. And I like what he does with his podcast. He has really good sit-downs. And he's one of those guys that asks the tough questions, but he does it in such a respectful way that nobody gets offended and everybody just answers his question. You know, there needs to be more reporter like a Najee who asks these questions where everybody wants to know. And the crazy thing is the way he worded it too. He like, everybody's been talking or everybody's been saying. He doesn't say it in a disrespectful way so it'll rub the promoter or the fighter the wrong way. He says it in a way where it's like a popular question or a popular opinion. So if you were doing an interview with Najee, even if you didn't want to answer that question, you wouldn't feel like it's a disrespectful question or a disrespectful statement because of the way he words it. And he's really slick with the words on how he words it so people doesn't take it personal or disrespectful or offensive. They just answer it in the nicest way possible, and that's what he does. He asked Bob Arum some of the toughest questions. I'm not going to talk about everything he talked about. I'm just going to talk about what the video is about. And the video is about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. He asks about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. He asked about the contract that Devin Haney supposedly sent to Shakur before he moved up in weight. And Bob Arum completely shuts down everything Devin Haney said before he moved up in weight about him sending the contract, talking to Bob Arum and stuff like that. Bob Arum said Devin Haney never sent the contract. I never sat down with him to talk about a potential Shakur Stevenson fight. Shakur was Devin Haney's mandatory, and Devin Haney refused to fight his mandatory. He has another mandatory in Sandor Martin. If he fights that mandatory, it's going to be a bad look. So he refused to fight his mandatory at 135 because of who it was. He refused to fight Shakur Stevenson, and he lied and said that he sent the contract and Shakur turned down the offer, all kinds of bullshit, and everybody on the internet kept running with it. And I'm listening to this stuff for the last couple of years, and I'm like, yo, ain't no way he sent Shakur a contract and Shakur turned it down. Bob Arum says none of that stuff happened. He never sat down with Devin Haney or Bill Haney to talk a fight with Shakur. They had no interest in making that fight. They probably just threw that out there because they was moving up in weight and they didn't want people to say, oh, Devin Haney's leaving 135 because he's avoiding Shakur. When everybody should have knew that's why he was leaving. It's not the fact that he couldn't make the weight. It's the fact that he didn't want that Shakur work. Devin Haney's disciplined enough to make 135 if a big fight is down there. I'm pretty sure he'll make 135 for Gervonta Davis. If Gervonta said he wanted to fight Devin and he wanted Devin to fight him at 35, Devin will make 35. He's not going to make it for Shakur. He'll make it for Gervonta because he knows how big the fight will be. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because for the last couple of years, we've been hearing people say a lot of bullshit on the internet. Shakur dug Devin Haney. He turned down the offer. It was the most laughable thing I've heard for the last couple of years. I'm like, yo, you people don't know shit about boxing. We're talking about a guy in Shakur Stevenson who's one of the most competitive fighters in the sport of boxing, if not top 2 competitive fighter in the sport of boxing next to the best fighter in the sport of boxing, Terrence Bud Crawford. There's nobody as competitive as Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford. That's why these two guys, I'm glad they linked up because Shakur can learn so much from being around Terrence Bud Crawford. But It's disgusting behavior from Devin Haney. The fact that he made that nonsense up, he made that lie up, like he actually did send Shakur a contract, when in fact he never sent Shakur no contract. He was never interested in fighting Shakur, and he clearly ducked the man. He ducked the man. He didn't want to take his first loss, just like he's still mad about taking a loss to Ryan Garcia, a guy he called a C+ fighter. Like I said, we're going to go back to this PED shit again. PED or not, Ryan Garcia would have got cooked by Shakur. PED or not, Ryan Garcia would have got cooked by Gervonta Davis. The PEDs didn't help Ryan Garcia win the fight. Ryan Garcia, stylistically, is just probably a bad matchup for Devin Haney. That's just how I see it. Because when I go back and watch that fight, some of the stuff Ryan Garcia was doing, he didn't need PEDs to do that. Because he's always been doing the same thing. He's been fighting the same way. Unless he's been fighting with PEDs his entire boxing career. But everything he did, he's been doing the same thing in all of his fights. It didn't work against Gervonta. It worked against Devin because stylistically, that's a bad matchup for Devin Haney. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, we're not going to blame it on the PEDs on why Devin lost. Devin lost because Devin lost. Once again, if Ryan Garcia fought, that Ryan Garcia that fought Devin, fought Gervonta, he'll lose. That Ryan Garcia that fought Devin, fought Shakur, he'll lose. It wasn't a PED thing. It's just that it was a bad style matchup for Devin. The speed, the power, the quickness was just too much for Devin. And Devin couldn't believe how fast and quick and strong Ryan Garcia was. PED or not. The guy fought the same how he's always been fighting. And his favorite punch where Devin talked about his left hook, Devin Haney couldn't even take away that left hook. He let Ryan Garcia hit him with the same punch over and over again. How you let the guy hit you with the same punch over and over again? The same punch, bro. A punch that you knew he was going to go in there and try to hit you with. And you let him hit you with the same punch, made no adjustment, couldn't roll the hook. Like, disgusting behavior from Devin, bro. Like, I used to be a Devin fan when he used to say, everybody, they say everything but let's fight. Shakur said let's fight, and he ducked Shakur. Bob Arum just confirmed that. He never wanted to fight Shakur. He moved up and made up that lie that he sent Shakur a contract. 100% cat. I cannot take Devin seriously anymore. I don't like that. Stop fooling the public. Stop telling the public fake narratives that you sent this man a contract when you didn't. It's disgusting behavior by Team Haney. It's your boy No Credit. I'm out.